if you're someone out there who has no idea what this next chapter is gonna bring, you're not alone in that.
I love Ariana Grande. She's amazing.
What's up, how are you? Good to see you.
She has the best female vocal in pop music today.
Ariana Grande, my baby.
Ariana is one person that has always been so supportive.
I love you. You look like you're crying. Are you crying? No. I probably wouldn't like me if I only knew what the world knows of me or reads of me.
Ariana Grande posted a selfie over the weekend, and that selfie resulted in a whirlwind
A
of
donut
speculation.
shop owner says that pop star Ariana
A deadly
Grande
blast outside of an Ariana Grande concert, killing at least 22, injuring at least 59.
Ariana for the ISIS terrorist attack that claimed
short black dress.
You have
which
to have
is
your
so
arms covered.
disrespectful.
Now, people are heavily blaming Mac Miller's death on Ariana, saying she is the reason that he is dead.
Good job. See ya.
Some dark shit out there, man. But we just have to, like, be there for each other as much as we can. And I understand that not everyone knows me at all.
Now, if you like how we're taking things to the next level with these new epic videos and the epic intros, let us know by hitting that like button. Now, if we roll back the clock to when Ariana Grande was just a kid, she was living in Florida with her mom while dealing with a recent divorce of her parents. Now, under constant supervision from her grandparents, well, her household, it was always filled with love. And with a talent for acting and singing, well, the entire family knew she was always destined for stardom. She was even told by a mega star that she would go all the way after performing on a cruise ship. Now, fast forward to 2019, Ariana Grande, she cannot be stopped. A singer and an artist who gives you more chart-topping smashes than pretty much any other artist working today. Now, it's no wonder her name has dominated the entertainment headlines. With songs like Bang Bang, Side to Side, Love Me Harder, No Tears Left to Cry, Break Free, and Thank You Next, enjoying residencies on the chart, winner of 3 American Music Awards, and a nominee for 4 Grammys where she recently took home a win.
Sweetener, Ariana Grande. All right, not here, so we're gonna accept this on her behalf.
Well, people can't stop talking about Ariana. But as with any larger-than-life celebrity, the positives, they can also come with negative consequences. Now, 2018, they were packed with so much drama for the pop superstar, one can only imagine how she dealt with so much media attention. Outside of losing Mac Miller to a drug overdose in the summer, well, her relationship with ex-boyfriend Pete Davidson, it was one of the most scrutinized in recent memory. Despite the obvious adversity she has experienced, Ariana's impact has been felt not just in the world of music, but in popular culture as a whole. Whether it's flexing her various celebrity impressions on Jimmy Fallon or appearing on Saturday Night Live, the girl's got one hell of a sense of humor.
Jennifer Lawrence.
They told me not to do a game show, but I was like, screw it, I can have fun. I'm a regular person.
Not to mention an appreciation for entertainment some would say is well before her time. You'll never guess what movie inspired the theme for her 5th birthday party or what old movie star she idolized as a young girl. That's all to come. And well, I'm just happy she survived her childhood, because she had 2 near-death experiences at a hockey rink when she was just a little girl. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, and we are rolling out the red carpet doing an epic Before They Were Famous on the one and only Ariana Grande. Now, sometimes we look back and we're like, these videos could use an update, but the stars have become so big, we gotta give them the proper justice that they deserve. We've done epics on Eminem, Cardi B, and recently Drake. You can check those out. Of course, as always, we need you to let us know who to document next in the comments down below. And maybe tweet this at Ariana Grande, because I want her to see that this show's come a long way. Woo! Maybe I'll get a retweet. All right, let's get into this video.
Welcome to the Give My Regards to Broadway Math Game.
Ariana Grande Butera was born on June 26, 1993 in Boca Raton, Florida. She has no middle name, but I suppose having 2 surnames, well, that takes care of that. Now, her family is of Italian descent.
Ti voglio bene. Ciao, bellissima.
And while the singer is a native of the Sunshine State, her parents actually hail from the Northeast. Her mother, Joan Grande, is from Brooklyn, New York, while her father, Edward Butera, he hails from Maplewood, New Jersey. Now, the couple, they headed south when Joan was pregnant with baby Ariana.
Happy birthday, Ariana!
As I'm sure you know, she also has an older half-brother named Frankie, who is 10 years her senior. Now, Ariana is incredibly close with Frankie. When he came out as gay, Ariana simply replied, "Great, when do I get to meet your boyfriend?" Now, Frankie, he's also a dancer, singer, and performer. He's got his own YouTube channel with nearly 500,000 subscribers. Now, speaking on memories of her bro growing up, Ariana has stated, "My brother has always been the one in the spotlight, and I like that. It was like he was entertainment for me." Along with Frankie, Ariana was also close with her maternal grandparents, Frank and Marjorie. Now, like most older couples, the two have a sweet story about meeting for the first time, one that Ariana has actually uploaded to her YouTube channel.
I met him when I was 11 years old. I had just moved on that street. I was sitting very lonely on the stoop because I didn't know anybody. One of my best girlfriends was wheeling him up and down the street.
Frank and Marjorie, they also lived in Boca Raton, and as a child, Frank, he would call Ariana Grande Bellissima, which translates to gorgeous in Italian. I'm filming this on Valentine's Day, so that's sweet. Now, he passed away from cancer in 2014 at the age of 90. As for Marjorie, well, Ariana has stated that she received her sense of humor from her Nona.
I was like, Nona, what do you think of like No Tears Left to Cry? And she was like, oh, Ariana, that goddess a woman is beautiful.
Now, either way, both grandparents, they encouraged young Ariana's singing, and on top of this, the two actually influenced her sense of style. She has since stated, "I have an obsession with all things vintage and classic and old school, everything from Marlene Dietrich to Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons to Connie Francis. My grandpa was always telling me I should sing songs from the Great American Songbook. I'm actually a huge Frankie Valli fan, that's my jam. The entire Jersey Boy album, I can't get enough."
Sort of like an old soul, I guess. I like older things.
What era, if you could go back and do radio in any era, what would it be?
50s, 60s.
Why?
I just loved it. Oh, God, I loved it. The girls were so feminine and cutesy.
Ariana's first brush with stardom was on a cruise ship while she and her family were on vacation. Now, opting out of going to the kids club, she was brought into the adult lounge where a karaoke show was happening. This time, Frankie, well, he didn't steal the show. And Ariana, she went up all by herself and sang My Heart Will Go On. You know, the theme song from Titanic. Maybe not the best of choice while on a cruise ship, but, you know, it blew everyone away. Among the audience members was Gloria Estefan.
The waiter came over and was like, hey, somebody would like to talk to Ariana. My mom was like, Frankie, go with her. I don't know who this person is. She was like, oh, you have a gift and don't take no for an answer. Keep going and you can do whatever you want.
Now, much to people's surprise, Ariana, she had no vocal training. She would study the music of Whitney Houston, Fergie, Brandy, Indie.RE, and Mariah Carey all on her own. She's gone on to call Mariah her favorite human being on the planet, which is kind of strange, because if you ask any of her exes, they all say the completely opposite thing. Now, as for instruments, well, in school, Ariana, she would take lessons in piano as well as the French horn.
Hey, girlie.
What?
Then at the age of 9, her nuclear family life, it would fall apart. Her parents divorced and her dad, Edward, he moved out of the house. Now the two, they have had a strained relationship since.
Mommy or daddy?
Mommy. But I love my dad. My parents are divorced. I never get to see my dad because he lives in Florida. But my mom is always with me.
Nevertheless, the split, it brought Ariana, her mom, Joan, brother Frankie, and her grandparents closer together. Keeping herself busy during this turbulent time, well, Ariana was enrolled in the Fort Lauderdale Children's Theater, located in, you guessed it, Fort Lauderdale.
One of the things we like to do is get children involved in acting and showing what emotions are.
It was here she would act in plays, including The Wizard of Oz and Beauty and the Beast. Here's footage of her playing the lead role in a production of Annie.
They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too, but don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay.
This is your very first show. Okay. Now, to come out and do the audition, was it scary to do the audition?
No, it was actually fun. I was excited.
She clearly had a love for some old plays and movies. The theme for her 5th birthday party, it was Jaws. Apparently all of her friends, well, they left the party horrified. They were crying their eyes out. I don't know, someone must have spooked them. It was probably a pool party. On the topic of old Hollywood films, well, Ariana, she also grew up a fan of actress Judy Garland. Now, you guys at home, you would probably know her as Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Ariana and her mom, well, they would sit daily and watch a new Judy Garland movie on VHS. She would also watch and study her old concert videos. During a 2016 hosting gig on Saturday Night Live, well, Ariana would get her chance to play the legendary screen star, and her impression, well, it was spot on.
We're under alien attack!
Well, who wakes up a girl and tells her she's under alien attack? Use your noggin. Say, where's everybody's little drink, huh?
I'll pass him out.
Ariana and her mother, they lived in Boca Raton's Les Jardins Estates, which is a gated community. As a young girl, well, her mom thought that Ariana would grow up to be a serial killer because she enjoyed collecting Halloween masks each and every day, not just on October 31st. She would also often attend Halloween horror nights at Universal Studios in Orlando, and speaking on this, she has stated, "I always wanted to have skeleton face paint on or be wearing a Freddy Krueger mask, and I would carry a hockey stick around." She's also a die-hard hockey fan who would try her best to attend every Florida Panthers home game she could. And this was after 2 separate incidents where she was hit in the face by a puck. Twice. I know. What a strange coincidence. Just recently, someone on Twitter uncovered an article from the South Florida Insider dating all the way back to 1998. It shows 5-year-old Ariana riding a Zamboni on the ice of a Panthers game. Now, the article, it details Ariana's experience getting hit the second time. Luckily, well, she only had a couple bruises. Yikes. She was even offered to sing the national anthem at one of their games, so I guess getting hit with a puck twice, I guess in the end it paid off. Now, of course, Ariana, she was pursuing stardom from a very young age, so much so that at 4 years old, well, she called Nickelodeon Studios and she said,
I need to speak to Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando. Please, I need to speak to Nickelodeon. And they're like, okay, so they connect me. And I'm like 4 years old. And I said to the lady, I was like, I want to be on all that.
While they didn't hire the 4-year-old right then and there, they did tell her that one day they would. But I don't think she'll be needing to take them up on that offer anytime soon.
Spoiler alert!
Ariana, she grew up Catholic, but has since abandoned it due to the church's opposition of homosexuality. A lifelong fan of Madonna, well, she now follows the teachings of Kabbalah, detailing how both her and her brother Frankie became followers. Well, she has stated, they were building a Kabbalah center in Florida, so we both checked it out and really had a connection with it. It sort of stuck with me. And since then, my life has unfolded in a really beautiful way. And I think that it has a lot to do with the tools I've learned through Kabbalah. I really do. Her favorite restaurant in the area is Stir Crazy. She attended North Broward Preparatory, a private school in Coconut Creek. Now, during her time here, she would sing in the school choir as well as act in a production of Calamity Jane. Ariana did so well with music that she would eventually win the Music Student of the Month award. Probably like each and every month, you know what I mean? Now, when posing for pictures with the award, she pulled a shower cap out of her pocket and she placed it on her head. Now, outside of music and acting, her favorite school subject was apparently science. At 13 years of age, Ariana and her mom, they hit the open road for California. Okay, I'm probably being a little dramatic. They likely flew. Regardless, they arrived in Los Angeles and her mom set her daughter up with a couple manager meetings. Now, each one of them, they couldn't imagine anyone buying a teenage R&B album. Nevertheless, they admired her ambition and her talent. Now, it would be 2 years before Ariana would get her big Hollywood audition, and this happened for 13. She has since stated, it was my first really exciting professional job. I was in the play for almost a year and got to play 6 different parts. I was a rapper and an old grandma, and it was so much fun. Just a little icing on top, her best friend Erin also auditioned, and they both got booked on the show.
Our parents, they think it's just the craziest thing in the world that 2 best friends from Boca Raton, Florida, are now in a Broadway show together.
Now, it ended up traveling all over the country, landing in her parents' hometown of New York, and young Ariana got to perform on Broadway. She then made the jump, moving to Los Angeles to pursue acting full-time. Now, one of her first gigs was as playing Snow White at the Pasadena Playhouse. About a year later, in 2009, well, Ariana was given the chance of a lifetime.
Hey guys, what's going on? We are here at Victoria Justice's 18th birthday, hanging out with the whole Nickelodeon family.
The show was called Victorious, which also starred Elizabeth Gillies, another actress from 13. Now, the show had revolved around a group of teenagers at a performing arts school in Los Angeles, and Ariana, she played the role of Kat.
My Uncle Duke taught me how to shuffle cards with one hand. Ready? Look it. Schmozzle.
Victorious, of course, was well received by fans. It even went on to win a Kids' Choice Award for favorite TV show. Ariana, she made her professional music debut on the show's soundtrack in 2011.
You're
doctor said you weren't supposed to talk.
He didn't say I couldn't say.
Unfortunately, well, the show had ended after only 3 seasons, but it still remains a popular series for fans of her work. It was in 2013 that Ariana dropped her first album titled Yours Truly. Now she stuck to her guns, putting out an R&B album despite those who had said it wasn't a good look for someone her age. Now the album, it was given 4 stars by nearly every publication that covered it, and the following review via Pitchfork, well, it pretty much summarized what was to be expected from the now young star. There's not much that could stop that voice from taking over the world. As for the rest of the story, well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up here because this is Before They Were Famous, Epic Edition. What'd you guys think of this video? We hope you enjoyed it. We haven't done anything on Ariana Grande in quite some time, so I thought we would give her the Hollywood treatment. She deserves it. Now we've got 2 more epic bios for you guys you can check out. You can let us know who you want us to document next in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in another video.